Hey guys, don't go anywhere. I'm going to be going over my entire Neopixel Lightsaber collection from Artsabers. We've got Leia, Rey, Mace WIndu, Obi-Wan, Starkiller, and a Darksaber, and a few more. Don't go anywhere. Hey guys, thank you for clicking on my video. This is Finding the Force, and I will be your host, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Hey, how you doing?
On this channel, I cover everything Star Wars, but especially lightsabers. So why lightsabers, you might ask? Feels like you have Star Wars in your hands. The first toy ever invented was probably a stick, and these are sticks that glow and make whooshing sounds. You know, coolest thing ever invented. So guys, please feel free to subscribe. I really appreciate the support. And let's get this video started. I am so lucky to be sponsored by an awesome company like Artsabers. The best things that separate them from other lightsaber companies, there's a 1-year warranty. All the taxes are included with the price. There's no hidden fees. And also they ship internationally. So no matter where you live, they will send it to you. Thank you for all of your comments from all over the world. I've seen like Chile and Mexico and the United Kingdom and just countries all over the world, guys. And so they'll ship anywhere. I'm gonna go over some of my favorites. There's one Artsaber that I've reviewed that is not a part of today's video, and that's because I sent it out to one of the bravest kids I know who's fighting brain cancer for a 3rd time. I talked to him and his mother a little bit, and I contacted Artsabers and said, this kid is a huge Star Wars fan. He needs a lightsaber. And Artsabers didn't hesitate. They shipped one right over to me, showed him over my phone. We did a FaceTime. Really great kid. He's so brave. And I'd like to share that video with you guys. I'll try and put something together and tell you a little bit about his story and his condition. So what better way to start this video than to show you guys the first lightsabers that Artsaber has ever sent us. This was my very first RGB, baselit, flashlight style lightsaber. And the coolest thing about this one is that the windows light up. So it's a very cool design. Although one thing you want to be aware of is that this particular design, they like laser cut the design of this saber, the outer layer. So it was so sharp that I actually took a piece of sandpaper and I really sanded down all the edges. I did that, works great, use it all the time. And this is a great lightsaber to use for definitely for hardcore play fighting and also for learning tricks and spins, because if it falls out of your hand or hits the floor, this is a lot less expensive and made to take more of a beating than our beautiful Neopixel lightsabers I have here on the table. Baselit, this turns like 11 different colors, every color you would want, and there's a really super bright light that you don't want to put in your eyeballs that lights up this blade. It's actually more blended than most blades because they put a film on the inside that reflects the light to help make it more diffuse, I think is the right word. There we go. Has a type of smooth swing to it, and these were our very first, man, and you can just go, like I said, you can go and have guilt-free battles with these. These are the kinds of sabers that you see crazy choreographed fights on social media and stuff. And they're super reasonably priced. You know, a single button configuration, I think a lot of these are, and I love that the charging port is right in the front. You don't have to mess around with unscrewing it, taking the battery out, putting it back in. How long has it been charging? I don't want to leave it all day. What happens if it sits on the charger and all that kind of stuff. You just plug it right in and it turns off when it's done charging. So this one I did sand down because it had some sharp edges, but this one, that they gave to my son, Anakin Skywalker, no issues at all. And it's much easier to get to the battery just by unscrewing the lower half. But this is great. My son loves it. I've only had 1 or 2 issues with all my lightsabers, and it came from either just replacing the files on the memory card or just popping the battery out, putting it back in. And that's how you do it. A nice grip to hold on to. The whole saber's super smooth. And then we got this bad boy right here. This is a crazy saber. You have all kinds of grip options with this thing. It's like so long, and there's a variety of different kind of designs going on. We've got windows, we've got clunky grips, we've got Cheerio grips, and we've got these like Talon emitter. You can actually unscrew and remove these. They do for the packaging. Yeah. Boom.
I'll never join you if you only knew the power of the dark side.
So even these RGB baselet sabers play tracks, also have cool sound cues. Change them all the colors you want. For blade lighting, there's solid, unstable, and pulse. So you have a few options too. Pretty cool, right? So this bad boy, this saber says, I want to break something. Because this is also a baselit RGB lightsaber, and you get this crazy big, this is a Final Fantasy type of blade, just comically kind of big, but this thing just wants to destroy stuff. You can duel with this. This is a big, heavy, strong piece of this, like, I don't know what kind of material this is called. I don't know. Help me out here, guys. Leave a comment down below. And again, there's one light changing all those colors. Don't put it in your eyes, all right? Star Wars is a little bit less fun if you can't see the lightsabers. Oh, I can't forget my buddy Joss from Sirius Sabers. He weathered and painted 2 of these sabers, and this is one of them. It comes retail if you buy it, like bright silver, and it's obviously kind of more of a design chunkier to the Clone Wars with pre-Vizsla, Darth Maul, and everyone else and stuff. Kind of a clunky design, but you also don't have to worry about batteries coming out. There's a charging port. And let's turn it on real quick. And it uses this little bitty retention screw here. What's next? Let's do the Starkiller. Now, when they sent this to me, I thought, hey, there's no crystal chamber in here, right? But I still think this thing has some great blade depth to it. And I'm surprised how much I like the look of it. First few sabers, it came with more of a low profile blade plug, but this is still a Neopixel blade plug it comes with. And it might have some variations of how long this tip is, but it's still, you can grab onto it and pull it out. Man, this thing has got, I think, maybe 2.5 inches of blade depth. And it is fully Neopixel, and all their blades are strong. And I think especially for any of your friends, if you guys are having fun with them, just don't go 100%, go 50%, focus on form, and I think you have no problem having a good time with Neopixel sabers. Bam, flame blade, sounds like Kylo Ren. Oh, blaster deflect, tip drag. Sweet! Everything. It's got sounds. This is a Xenopixel board. And in case you guys missed that video, I'll make sure to put it at the end of this video. And it tells you the differences that Xenopixel is Neopixel. It's just cheaper, it's faster, and it's easier. And has gesture controls. Ho! Yeah! Sweet! But yeah, I mean, this design is awesome, you guys. It's got the Skywalker ears at the top. It's got some of these kind of accent gribblies on the front and back that give you like that feeling of Skywalker. And the grip feels fantastic, and it's also light. It's lighter than you think it would be. Room for 2 hands, packed with sound fonts. So yeah, make sure to check out that video if you haven't seen it already about the difference between the Profi boards and the Xenopixel boards. Pandemic, there was a shortage on computer chips like Profi. I waited 5 or 6 months for sabers from a different company, and people waited even longer. The manufacturer's response to this was they came up with their own soundboard. And it even has things that it can do that Profi cannot do, which is to change blade profiles, colors, and ignitions while it's in your hand. No computers, no cords, and no spending 4 to 6 hours figuring out how not to screw up your lightsaber. Saber talk with Obi-Dad Kenobi. These blade plugs are cool because you can test them out. You can show your friends, make sure it's on, it's working properly, it's the color you want, and also kind of protects the prongs inside. And so what I do is I just gently let it sit, and I press down with the smallest amount of pressure until I can see it light up, and then I tighten it. That's for free, guys. How about the Leia saber? This is a beautiful saber. The first impression was that this thing is so light, And they make a second model now that looks a little heavier, that might even be a little bit more screen accurate. You can choose from 2 colors of their newer model of this lightsaber. And I would just say it's a different kind of model. I think the other one's more expensive, so if you wanted to save a few bucks, this would be a good choice. I mean, it's stunning. It's the perfect color, you guys. The other sabers that are less expensive, you don't want to go there, okay? You just don't want to do it. You want to spend a little bit more money, get a Neopixel, be happy, have it for a long time. The color's perfect. It's like a mix between a rose gold and a tan. It is a rose gold color, but sometimes you see slight variations in shade, but perfect color, glossy, thin neck. And with the thin necks, I'm so happy that there isn't just one retention screw, there's 4. And my advice is that you want to choose 2 screws that are 90 degrees of each other. So that way you pin it back and you pin it to the side. If you put screws from the front and back, it'll still wobble in between. So you have 4 choices. It comes with plenty of screws, and all these sabers come with a stand, come with the blade, the instruction manual, all that stuff. And please guys, I'd really appreciate it if you use the discount code. Really helps support the channel in a huge way, guys, and gives you a discount. So the Leia saber, this is a Profi board, removable battery here. And it's just, it's a beautiful saber. Let's put a blade in it. There is a little belt clip at the bottom. I mean, not flimsy, it's just very thin. It is strong, but I would not recommend like hanging this from your belt. It just sounds like a good idea. You want to feel like Luke, just do it at home. Just do it at home for an hour, see how it feels. On the Star Cruiser, I kept getting knocked right in the gonads, let me tell you.
Oh no!
And having it just keep hitting you, and it's like pulling your belt to the side, and it's just not a fun feeling. Oh yeah, we got this awesome blade flicker. You know, if any of you guys own any of the Force FX or Galaxy's Edge sabers, blade flicker will just blow your mind. It changes your whole world. You can't go back. It's clear sound, you guys. Clear, has that metallic Leia lightsaber blade sound. Blaster deflect. Lock up. Oh, dude. And the blade feels nice and secure in the emitter. I put this on for the video, but I took off the belt clip because it sounds like a pet is walking around you when you're having fun with it. But you have no problem like tricking and having a lot of fun with this. The grip is very light, but the saber is still strong because it's threaded pretty deep. And that's the Leia saber. I don't put a blade plug in this one because I think it kind of ruins the look of the emitter. So I don't know, maybe you could dust it with a Q-tip if you were worried about it, but I'm not. I think having blade plugs that kind of stick out look, you know, like a little funny. So I just have it on display like this. Perfect. Let's see. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think this is like the episode 4 hilt. They do also sell a really slick episode 3 with the side buttons. Way less expensive than all the super high-end replica sabers. And it's because you want it at your house, you want it now, and you want to save like hundreds of dollars. Works great, sounds great. And for their 1-year warranty, the coolest part is that these sabers, so they can ship you a replacement part if they had to. Sick. This is also a Profi board. And 2 things I love about Profi with the blade effects that it comes stock with. I mean, it comes with tons of fonts, but lightning block effect. Yeah, buddy. Woo! And also, if you're swinging it, oh, not hitting the switch, you guys. Sweet. With the Profi, and maybe the Xenopixel does too, but it's cool that when you hit the lockup, that it moves. It starts here, and then it comes to the middle of the blade, It even goes farther down. Smooth swing, sounds great. Oh, and speaking of sound, I forgot to mention, with the Starkiller, the way the sound resonated, I thought it felt like the volume was too high. So what I did, it was super easy. I put the memory card in, went into the config file, and I just knocked the sound down from like 6,000 down to like 4, maybe 3,000. And that did the trick. Sounds perfect. It's much more clear now that it's not blasting at 100% high volume capacity. Obi-Wan Saber, you guys. Dude, looks awesome. I love the brass colored neck. And this is also definitely light. This is going to be way lighter, like a pound lighter than all of the higher end replica sabers that are used. Like, I swear they use steel with those things. All right, so I'm so happy I met this guy Joss from Sirius Sabers. He did a number on this awesome Rey lightsaber. This is what it looks like when it comes stock to any of you ordering it. Doesn't come with a cloth or a wrap. It doesn't come weathered. And Joss just did an awesome job making this look sandy, weathered. And this is, I've already decided I have a more expensive Rey saber, but the thing is humongous. It looks like a dumbbell in my hands. I'm gonna end up selling it. It's from a different company. This is Rey's saber. This is how big Rey's saber should be. Me holding it should not dwarf my hand. It's for Rey. He even weathered the blade plug, and it has the windows down here. So just like the movie, when she turns it on and you see like blue, green, and then yellow, the colors change just like that in the window as well. This also came with kind of a flimsy D-ring. I just take it off because I'm not going to be wearing this anywhere. And if I were, I would just put this in like a fanny pack or a backpack or something. But man, Joss did an excellent job. We picked just like a dark colored leather wrap for it, and I had him wrap it really thin, so it didn't feel like I was holding a chunky wrap in the midsection of it. But what the heck, we got to put a blade in it. By the way, guys, leave a comment down below. And comments are like conversations, man. Join in, add to someone else's comment. Tell me which one is your favorite or which one you think has the best value. Oh, ignition, gold and yellow color, smooth swing. And what makes this so cool is that it's a single button type configuration, but it all works with the swivel dial right here under the emitter. So cool and authentic. There's no switch, there's no buttons. You just like Rey, either press and hold. You can change soundtracks by holding upwards or downwards. This is a Profi board. And I think this saber, man, has the best volume resonation. It's loud and clear. However, it's, coming through this pummel cap here. Sounds awesome. All right, now last but definitely not least, I think this is one of my favorites, the Mace WIndu, you guys. So cool, so cool. So much thinner than the less expensive companies. So accurate, and you know what? I love that there's a button. You wanna know why? Because if they tried to force a button into one of these pieces here, it would just cause problems. It's gonna jam up, it's gonna get loose, it's gonna jingle, jingle, jingle on you. I love the button. But the one thing this doesn't have, I don't think this came stock with a Mace WIndu font. That's okay though. K-Sith announced that all of his fonts, that when you buy one, it comes with a Xenopixel Lightsaber font with it. I love the design, I love how thin it is, and I just wanted to hold a Mace WIndu lightsaber. Thank you, Artsabers, for sending this to me. I just wanted to feel what it was like to hold more of like a replica grade Mace WIndu. Oh yeah, Xenopixel has this really cool blade effect where it's like a cracked blade, but I got it to be a cool shade of purple. I hope it's showing up on the screen. Oh, you guys, that's loud and punchy. Awesome sound effects. And this one has awesome blade depth. I can't tell you how many times I've been disappointed by a saber that you think has a lot of blade depth and it's only like an inch or less. An inch is almost not enough for me, you guys. Tip drag. Oh, lock up. I just don't know what it is, guys. The sound, the look, and the grip is crazy sturdy, but still soft, A very neat grip to the upper half as well. Has like a faux kind of alligator type texture to it, but it just feels and looks awesome. It's got the cover tech wheel. We can't forget about the Xenopixel, yeah, gesture controls. So please leave a comment down below, guys, if there's a place you recommend to get blade plugs. And I have this more kind of a low profile blade plug that looks really slick. Just like that, Neopixel connector. So guys, this is my Artsaber lightsaber collection. Thank you for hanging out with me. Please like and subscribe and comment down below what your favorite saber was and also what you thought the best value for your money. So, and again, I would greatly appreciate it if you use the discount code up above if you're going to purchase a saber from them, to let them know that you heard about it from me and I put all this work into showing you guys. Just to be transparent, that Artsabers did send these to me so that I could review them and show them off to you guys and tell you what I think. All right, guys, may the force be with all of you. Hope you're safe out there and have an awesome Star Wars day. All right, see you guys next time. Yeah! Woo!